Myths, they are more than just stories. Myths are echoes of our past. They are whispers from our ancestors. Since the dawn of humanity, we have craved explanations. We wanted to understand the world. We yearned to know our place in it. Myths provided answers. These tales, passed down through generations, explained the mysteries of the universe. They spoke of creation, destruction, and rebirth. Myths gave us heroes to admire and monsters to fear. Myths are like threads. They connect us to our past. They remind us that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. Every culture has its own myths. These stories reflect the beliefs and values of the people who created them. They teach us about ancient cultures. We learn about their hopes and fears. Myths provide a window into the past, offering glimpses into the lives and imaginations of those who came before us. Myths often center around powerful beings. Gods and goddesses controlled the forces of nature. They shaped the destiny of humanity. These deities were both awe-inspiring and fearsome. They possessed incredible powers, yet they were also flawed, capable of great love and terrible wrath. In this journey through the world of mythology, we'll explore two prominent figures. Sun gods and sea serpents. We'll uncover their stories. We'll discover their significance. Join me as we unravel the mysteries of these mythical beings. Let's explore their impact on human imagination across time and cultures. The sun, a blazing ball of fire in the sky. It is the source of life. Without the sun, our planet would be a barren wasteland. It's no surprise that ancient cultures revered the sun. They worshipped it as a god. Sun gods held a special place in many ancient religions. They were often seen as the most powerful of all the gods. Sun gods were responsible for bringing light and warmth to the world. They nurtured crops. They sustained life. They were also associated with other powerful concepts. These included time, healing, and creation. The sun's journey across the sky, its disappearance at night, and its triumphant return each morning mirrored the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. From the pyramids of Egypt to the temples of Greece, from the ancient civilizations of the Americas to the islands of Japan, sun gods reigned supreme. Their stories, though different in detail, share common themes. They reflect the universal awe and dependence humanity has for the life-giving star at the center of our solar system. Ancient Egypt, a land of pharaohs and pyramids, a civilization that flourished for millennia. At the heart of their belief system stood Ra, the sun god. Ra was the most important god in the Egyptian pantheon. He was the creator of the universe. He was the ruler of the gods. Egyptians believed that Ra sailed across the sky each day in his solar boat. He brought light and life to the land. At night, Ra journeyed through the underworld, battling the forces of chaos. He emerged victorious each morning, bringing with him the dawn. Ra was often depicted as a man with the head of a falcon. He held the Ankh, the symbol of life, in his hand. His power was absolute. Pharaohs were believed to be descended from Ra. They ruled with his authority. The pyramids, those magnificent tombs, were designed to help the pharaohs ascend to the heavens. They could join Ra in the afterlife. In the realm of ancient Greece, where myths intertwined with everyday life, Apollo shone brightly. He was the god of the sun, light, music, poetry, and healing. Apollo was the son of Zeus, the king of the gods, and Leto, a Titaness. He was often depicted as a handsome young man. He was strong and athletic, radiating an aura of power and grace. Apollo's chariot, drawn by fiery steeds, carried the sun across the sky each day. He brought warmth and light to the world. His music could soothe the savage beast. It could inspire the hearts of men. The oracle at Delphi, a sacred site where mortals sought guidance from the gods, was dedicated to Apollo. His pronouncements, delivered through the Pythia, held immense power. They shaped the destiny of individuals and nations. Apollo's influence extended to the arts, medicine, and archery. He was a multifaceted god. He embodied the Greek ideals of reason, harmony, and beauty. Section 5, Amaterasu, the Japanese sun goddess. Journey east to the land of the rising sun and you'll encounter Amaterasu, the radiant sun goddess of Japan. Her name means she who shines in the heaven. She is the central figure in Japanese mythology. Amaterasu was born from the left eye of her father Izanagi, the creator deity. She ascended to the heavens and became the ruler of the high celestial plane. Amaterasu is a benevolent goddess who cares deeply for humanity. She is associated with agriculture, fertility, and the well-being of the nation. One of the most famous myths about Amaterasu tells of how she retreated into a cave after a quarrel with her brother Susanoo, the storm god. The world was plunged into darkness, the crops withered, and the people despaired. Finally, the other gods devised a plan to lure Amaterasu out of her hiding place. They succeeded, and light returned to the world. Amaterasu's story highlights the importance of the sun in Japanese culture. It symbolizes the triumph of light over darkness and the importance of harmony and balance. Section 6: Denizens of the Deep, unraveling the mystery of sea serpents. The ocean, vast, mysterious, and often dangerous. It has always held a sense of wonder and fear for humanity. From its depths emerge tales of colossal creatures. These creatures could drag ships and sailors to their doom. Sea serpents, with their serpentine bodies and terrifying power, captured the imaginations of cultures across the globe. They became an integral part of maritime folklore. Sea serpents were often depicted as guardians of the deep. They possessed ancient wisdom and immense power. In some cultures, they were seen as malevolent forces, harbingers of chaos and destruction. In others, they were revered as deities, their presence a sign of good fortune or a warning to be heeded. Their immense size and power, often dwarfing even the largest ships, made them symbols of the untamed forces of nature. They represented the unpredictable and often dangerous aspects of the sea, which could both sustain and destroy life. Section 7: Jormungandr, the Norse serpent and the end of days. In the icy realms of Norse mythology, where gods battled giants and fate was a tapestry woven by the Norns, Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent, instilled fear and awe. Jormungandr was no ordinary serpent. He was the offspring of the trickster god Loki and the giantess Angrboda. Odin, the All-Father, cast Jormungandr into the ocean surrounding Midgard, the realm of humans. There the serpent grew so large that he encircled the world, his body forming a living ring. Jormungandr's destiny was intertwined with Ragnarok, the apocalyptic battle that would bring about the end of the gods and the world. He would clash with Thor, the god of thunder, in a final cataclysmic confrontation. Both would perish, their struggle marking the end of an era. Jormungandr's story is a stark reminder of the cyclical nature of time in Norse mythology. It speaks to the inevitability of fate and the constant struggle between order and chaos. Section 8: Legends of the Leviathan, sea serpents across the globe. Jormungandr is just one example of the sea serpent archetype found in mythologies worldwide, from the icy waters of Scandinavia to the warm seas of the Mediterranean, from the islands of the Pacific to the coast of Africa. Tales of these colossal creatures abound. The Leviathan, a monstrous sea creature mentioned in the Bible, embodies the awe-inspiring power and terror associated with the sea. Similarly, the Kalupalik of Inuit mythology, a humanoid creature with a seal-like lower body, was said to drag unsuspecting children to a watery grave. In Chinese mythology, the dragon kings ruled the seas, their serpentine forms commanding respect and fear. These dragons, often associated with storms and floods, were also believed to control the weather and bring good fortune. The prevalence of sea serpent myths across cultures highlights the universal fear and fascination with the unknown depths of the ocean. These creatures served as both a warning and a reminder of the immense power of the natural world. Section 9: From ancient tales to modern adventures, the enduring legacy of myths. Myths may be stories from our past, but they continue to resonate in the present. They shape our understanding of the world. They influence art, literature, and popular culture. The sun gods and sea serpents of ancient lore live on in our collective imagination. They inspire new stories, movies, books, and video games. The hero's journey, a common theme in mythology, continues to inspire writers and filmmakers. The struggles of gods and heroes against monstrous creatures provide timeless lessons about courage, sacrifice, and the battle between good and evil. Myths offer a connection to our shared human experience. They remind us of the power of storytelling and the enduring themes that unite us across cultures and generations. So the next time you gaze at the sun or feel a shiver of apprehension when looking out at the vastness of the sea, remember the myths, remember the ancient tales of gods and monsters. These stories continue to weave their magic into our world, reminding us of the power of imagination and the enduring legacy of our ancestors.